From toy unboxings to gaming videos, kids spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos. But if two Democratic senators get their way, YouTube and other companies could be forced to completely overhaul their children's content ecosystems. The Kids Internet Design and Safety (KIDS) Act was introduced by Senators Ed Markey, DMA, and Richard Blumenthal, DCT. If approved, the bill would force companies like YouTube and TikTok to completely change how they treat children's content on their platforms. Everything from ads, app design, and some kinds of harmful content would see new limitations when a child under the age of 16 uses the platform. YouTubers and influencer culture is the Wild West, and when literal children are creating content for other children, it is incredibly difficult to monitor said content, especially when it comes to ethical advertising. One prolific YouTuber, Ryan Toys Review, is under fire with the Federal Trade Commission for essentially pumping out a constant stream of advertising to preschool-age children who can't differentiate between organic content and a paid advertisement. The mega-popular kids YouTube channel Ryan Toys Review has been accused of tricking preschoolers into watching ads in a complaint filed with the Federal Trade Commission by a consumer watchdog. The channel stars Ryan, a 7-year-old who has been YouTubing since 2015. His account is run by his parents, who began filming their son playing with and unboxing toys when he was a toddler. Ryan Toys Review has since grown into a media empire. The original channel has more than 30 million subscribers. The channel, run by Ryan's parents, Xian and Luan Kaji, was YouTube's top earner in 2018, according to Forbes, bringing in $22 million. But a watchdog group alleges Ryan Toys Review has raked in its profits under deceptive native advertising through product placement that youngsters are not able to discern as a sales pitch, a violation of Federal Trade Commission law. In a complaint filed to the FTC dated August 28, Truth in Advertising accuses the channel of deceptively promoting a multitude of products to millions of preschool-age children. The target audience for the videos is children under 5 years old, a particularly vulnerable class who are not yet able to distinguish between commercials and other content, Truth in Advertising ads. Today, kids' faces are increasingly covered in the glow of their screens, and it's time to face the chilling reality that some websites and apps are built in ways that harm children, Markey said. Powerful companies push kids to buy products at every turn online, and top platforms are saturated with disturbing content that no kid should ever be exposed to. According to consumer watchdog Truth in Advertising, Ryan and his parents have been deceiving millions of young children on a daily basis by taking these ad deals but not disclosing them properly. The complaint identifies Ryan's parents as Xian and Lon Guan. However, a spokesperson for the family identified the couple to BuzzFeed News as Xian and Luan Kaji. In response to the complaint, Xian Kaji told BuzzFeed News in a statement that the family strictly follows all platforms' terms of service and all existing laws and regulations, including advertising disclosure requirements. Advocacy group Truth in Advertising, TINA, filed a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission alleging that the entire channel is basically one giant ad, and TINA found that 92% of Ryan's videos published this year contained at least one paid product recommendation or advertisement for TV shows or his sister's YouTube channel. Unlike traditional children's television, which has designated commercial breaks, most YouTube content features native advertising, which means that the ad is passed off as an honest testimonial, and then usually the words "This is a paid ad" will flash on the screen. Tina states that no preschooler will understand what "this is an ad" means or listen for any sort of audio clue that this particular video is a paid advertisement. In other words, Ryan's fans can't tell the difference between advertising and organic content. Big Tech has designed their platforms to ensnare and exploit children for more likes, more views, and more purchases, Blumenthal said. The Kids Act puts guardrails in place to rein in the recklessness of marketers, and Big Tech protecting children and giving parents some peace of mind. In a complaint filed with the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, Truth in Advertising said that Ryan's channel deceptively promotes a multitude of products to millions of preschool-age children in violation of FTC law. Ryan's channel is doing so, the complaint alleges, by weaving in sponsored content seamlessly with the rest of his antics. The watchdog gave examples of 2 videos on the channel that features Ryan pretending to serve and make toy food in a play kitchen. While one, the watchdog says, seems to not be sponsored, the other is an ad for Carl's Jr., aka Hardee's. Unfortunately, it is often difficult to discern the innocent, or sometimes not so innocent, antics in Ryan Toys review videos from the sponsored content Truth in Advertising claims. And for preschoolers, it is impossible to discern the difference. The complaint says that while an adult would be able to tell that most of Ryan's sponsored videos are ads, a child likely would not be able to. While the video does feature a voiceover that says Ryan has teamed up with Colgate and Colgate branding, there is no ad break that designates it as a commercial. The channel, which has endorsements with a variety of companies, including Hardee's, Colgate, and Chuck E. Cheese, does not always disclose that its content is sponsored, Truth in Advertising wrote, and if it does, the disclosures are often inadequate, mentioned in voiceovers that last for less than 2 seconds, or flash in the text on the screen that many in Ryan's Toy Reviews audience are too young to read. The preschool audience is unable to understand or even identify the difference between marketing material and organic content, even when there is a verbal indicator that attempts to identify the marketing content, the complaint states. Organic content, sponsored content, it's really all the same to a preschooler, Bonnie Patton, executive director of TINA, told Today. They just don't have the intellectual capacity to distinguish when they're being pitched to and when there's a child playing with a toy because he likes that toy. Ryan's dad released a statement via Today that the family strictly follows all platforms' terms of service and all existing laws and regulations, including advertising disclosure requirements. However, YouTube's terms of service weren't created with such young audience members in mind, so a simple ad might not be enough to comply with the FTC's guidelines when it comes to advertising to preschoolers. If TINA gets its way, they want all ads on Ryan's channel to be disclosed clearly and conspicuously, though if more than 90% of Ryan Toys reviews is advertising, the family may push back at being forced to essentially admit that literally everything they post is sponsored content. Such deceptive ad campaigns are rampant on Ryan Toys Review and are deceiving millions of young children on a daily basis, it adds. Ryan's father said that the family's channel adheres to YouTube's rules and that the well-being of their viewers is always our top priority. Truth in Advertising concludes in its complaint that because the videos primarily are marketed to children, Ryan's channel is violating FTC law. That law states that ads must be clearly and conspicuously disclosed in a manner that will be easily understood by the intended audience. In this case, the audience is unable to understand what advertising is and cannot even identify obvious commercials, the complaint reads. Thus, the company's native advertising violates FTC law. In the statement, Ryan's father said the family is supportive of any efforts by regulators to create new ground rules to protect both viewers and creators as they see fit. We strictly follow all platforms' terms of service and all existing laws and regulations, including advertising disclosure requirements. As the streaming space continues to quickly grow and evolve, we support efforts by lawmakers, industry representatives, and regulators such as the FTC to continuously evaluate and update existing guidelines and lay new ground rules to protect both viewers and creators, Shihan Kaji said in a statement. YouTube put in place new restrictions on content aimed at children the previous year in the wake of its FTC settlement. The restrictions prohibit conventional ad targeting for any video aimed at children, which has significantly reduced ad revenue for the channels involved. The result has put many YouTube creators in a difficult situation, one that could grow even worse if the Kids Act is approved. What is your opinion about Ryan Toys Review? Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon for more updates and notifications. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.